hell of a castle, isn't it? Well, we've got our campsite finally. Funny thing is, it's the same island as where I went, but it's right on the other end. I'll show you on map at some point. But there's a campfire ready to go. Nice little spot there to pitch the tent. And you see just above there, just above that hill, I'll take you for a look there. Not right now, that's a cemetery. Yeah, that's old Scottish cemetery. Apparently there's one or two famous people buried there. I don't mean, you know what I mean, I don't mean like Rob Roy, you know what I mean, but like famous writers and stuff. But no, that's the cemetery just there. So, see what goes bump in the night. But yeah, not a bad spot. I mean, we shouldn't get much wind. I mean, I'm not too happy about them. Right. But as long as the forecast stays true, the wind's meant to be. So that's fine. Fire there, tent over there. Not too many midges at the moment as well. So give me time to set up. Anyway, yeah. Once I get the boat all unpacked and get my tent set up, you don't need to see that. I'll come back then. Okay. Cheers. You've all seen these little blue tablets you get from Flextail in one of them mug repellent kits. It's in like a little, I'll put a picture up. Right. Well, what I do is, right, because all them little machines do is give off a bit of heat and heat up the blue tablet. I thought, I'm not spending 100 quid. I just bought a load of the blue tablets. Right, stuck the odd one on a stick above the fire, and it's getting warm, and it seems to be working. It seems to be keeping the midges at bay, because we was festered. And by the way, good morning. Yeah, we was festered. So I had to get a fire going, but it was cold. Bloody weather forecast, 80 degrees, my bum. Now it's gone down to 60. That's why you should always basically hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Yeah, and when I say 60, it's not 60 now, it's about 48 now. Alright, but it's going to be about 60 this afternoon. Well, I'm not even going to get into the water until this afternoon, until it warms right up, because as I said, my mistake, forgot my boots and only got me paddle shoes, and I'm not walking into the water's freezing. I'm not walking into the water to get in my boat and paddle, so I'm going to wait till this afternoon when the water warms up again. But I've got plenty to do today. I'm not even that bothered if I paddle or I don't paddle. Right, I've been collecting some dead wood, doing that this morning. I wanted to warm up when I got up this morning. It was freezing, so I started running about the bloody forest, so to speak, collecting any dead wood I could find. Because I'm going to start chopping down trees. So if anyone's thinking, you're cutting down trees to start a fire? No, I'm finding dead wood. Right? Or if you find like a branch on a tree and you push it with your finger and it falls off, that don't class as chopping down tree. That classes as dead wood and it fell off. Well, paddlers, I haven't been out on the water today. Oh, hang on, belt's a bit tight. No, I haven't been out on the water today. I've just been getting the camp set up and stuff, as you can see. That's why I've done like a wide angle shot for you, so you can see what I've been up to. And yeah, it's hot again. It's 70 degrees, so they got it right, apart from the time was wrong. It's 12 noon now, and it said it was going to be as hot as this by about 9 o'clock this morning, which I did find hard to believe, but no, it was a bit of a chilly night, chilly morning, but now it's gorgeous. Cannot complain at all. And that's why I thought I need to get a tarp set up, because I was actually too hot, just sat with the sun coming down on me. And because there's a little breeze blowing towards you, shall we say, I've done a half tarp and it just stops. Every time I move back, the chair, I must be on a funny angle, the chair squeaks, and I keep, what's that? What's that? Wondering what it is. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 boats out there today. There's 1 or 2 crazy people. There's actually a fishing boat, I think it's a fishing boat anyway, and it came almost, I thought it was getting out, but it came right up to the front and they were sort of looking, and you know when you can't hear what somebody's saying, but you know they're complaining. You get right? And I think this is like their regular stop when they're fishing or whatever, but it's not a site where you book, it's just hit or miss over here. So just unlucky. It's like when I went to the other spot round the bend, which you will get to see if you haven't already, where the little sandy beach is. I think I filmed that anyhow, so you've probably already seen it, where there's tents all over the place, and that's exactly where I wanted to be, but it's just unlucky, one of them things. But yeah, right. Did you know, I'm going to tell you something about Scotland now, right? There are 160 sea locks in Scotland. So that wind's picking up a bit and it's just blowing over the top, which is great. So plus it won't bother the fire on a night. Yeah, 160 sea locks, in other words, full of seawater, so you can't drink it, basically. However, if you think that's a lot, there's just over 30,000 freshwater locks and locky. Freshwater locks, 30,000, and that's just in Scotland alone. Right then, I've just made myself a coffee. Don't know why I'm showing you, just made me a coffee. And it's a bit hot, so I thought while it's cooling down, I'll show you up here that I've mentioned a few times. I've been up here once or twice, me sent to get some little twigs to get the fire going for the midges. Oh, it's a hill. Should have brought my trekking poles. Now look at this. Wow. That is one beautiful, amazing tree. That really is awesome. And that's just a part of a branch that's fell off, but absolutely huge, absolutely huge. Oh, this is the thingy at the top of the hill. That's the churchyard, the graveyard, or KAYAK yard, or whatever you think they say KAYAK in Scotland. But yeah, it's actually, I mean, the fence is broke here, right, but it's definitely put a bit of wire on. It's meant to be sealed off, so you're not meant to go in, even though it looks like people have got in, because it's just that people destroy them. So I'll show respect. Somebody's put a fence up for a reason, so I won't go in. But yeah, right above my campsite, look, I'm down there. Just there. Yeah, I've been coming round for some of these little branches and shit and stuff. I'll just let you have a quick look round while we're up here. Oops. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful up here. I'll grab a few more of these twigs on the way down. I know you can walk all the way down and across. Look, there's part of the lock, and you can cut through somehow and rummage your way through, but what's the point in that? And also I'm going to grab a few of these, take down with me for the fire while I'm here. Should have brought my gloves. Yeah, also, while I remember, there's an actual little sort of a path through there. The only problem is it comes to a sort of like a dip, and it is thick mud. So I think some water's run off it from somewhere, but it's just absolutely thick mud. So no, but it is quite pretty up here. In fact, it's very pretty up here. Local graveyard near me. I often go visit it, in a matter of speaking. I walk right through it once or twice a day sometimes. So to answer the question, no, it don't bother me. I look at it this way: what have I done? What have they done? We're all different. It was a bit choppy on the water today. You've probably seen that clip already, but on the way back round I could feel it pushing and pulling me. It was a wee bit choppy. I've even had to drop the tarp a bit because that wind's picked up. I've just lowered it on a slight angle. Can't light the fire yet, but don't need to. Plenty of bits for that. But whoa, don't need to light the fire yet, because oops, wrong way. Yeah, let's just go up a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you'll see out, but it don't matter. Only be a second now. In case you're wondering, I think I've probably mentioned half this stuff before anyhow. The fire, it's not to keep me warm, it's not for cooking on or like that. It's literally, I've got gas cookers and stuff, it's literally just for the midges. Well, with it being windy, there's no midges at the moment. But the other day when I spent the day in, so to speak, didn't even go out on the water, from getting up to going to bed, there was thousands of midges. I lit the fire, I'd say about, I don't know, 7 AM, I lit that fire. And I did not pour water on it until about 9:30. Just started to get a bit dusky, so I went into the tent, because I've got some downloaded films, you get me? You see, I don't see the point in just sitting outside at night in front of the fire. Yeah, I just, you know what I mean? I just don't see the point, you get me? I'd rather make sure the fire's out, everything's packed away that needs to be packed away, and then I can get in the tent and relax and watch a film I've downloaded or something. Oh, tell you about a film I downloaded real quick, right? It's called Wild, right? Wild. It's about a woman backpacking. Now, I know a lot of people will think that sounds boring, but there's big stories behind the story. It reminded me of Forrest Gump. You know, like Forrest Gump, it's about this one guy, but yet there's all these other stories about his life. Well, that's what this is. It's this one woman backpacking. She's brand new, never done it before in her life, which is quite funny at the beginning. But it's all these different things that led her to that moment in time. All these different tragedies and stuff, and you know what I mean. But it's really good. It's a good film. I really enjoyed it actually. Watched that last night. Hey, hope that's not blinding you. Just wanted to show you something. The reflective tabs on the tent. You can see the tent just behind me. It's quite dark, but if I turn round with my light on, then it really do light everything up, don't they? Them reflective tags. Looks like there's light bulbs on. Looks like bloody Christmas tree almost. Imagine if I'd have had the bloody guidelines out as well, they'd have all been lit up too. But yeah, if I just turn my headlight off for a second. Boom. Boring. Boom. Oops. Yeah, so oh, too far. I just thought I'd show you that because it's yeah, quite amusing. Okay then, leave it there. Cheers.